Hello students, a very good morning. Once again, I would like to note you that the first lesson being neighborly is omitted for this year. So we'll start the second lesson, that is on to the summit we reach the top. So let us open your book and see we are on page number 15. Students, on to the summit. Summit means the topmost area of the mountain. We reach the top. The title itself gives the idea of the theme of this lesson. Of course, the theme of the lesson is the adventurous expedition of the mountaineer. The person who climbs the mountain is called a mountaineer. So, here we will see the story of the hero man named Norgay Tenzing, a mountaineer. He became successful and he climbed up the mountain which is very well known, which is very famous, that is Mount Everest. This lesson is a real story of the success of Tenzing Norgay, and this lesson is taken from the archives of Times of India. Students, many mountaineers did efforts to climb up the mountain, but most of the mountaineers became unsuccessful because it is not easy to climb up the mountain. We require many more qualities. We require great courage, perseverance, dedication, hard work, teamwork, number of qualities we require. And the most important quality, that is the power of the soul. Without this, no one can become successful. So, let us enjoy the expedition started under the leadership of Colonel Hunt. And in this expedition, only two mountaineers named Norgay Tenzing and Hillary became successful and they reached on to the summit. Summit means top. So, in this story, we will see how they started their expedition, at what time, and what were the problems came in this expedition, how they faced that problems, and when they reached on the top, what were their feelings. Just imagine, really, we can say that they felt that they are in the heaven, definitely, because this is very cumbersome task, very difficult task, and when we become successful in such cumbersome tasks, definitely there is no bounds to the joy. We will see in this lesson, let us see icebreakers. There is one web diagram, and in the center, climbing. The theme is climbing. So, what are the different activities? Generally, people take interest in the climbing. That activities you have to write. For example, we can say trekking, then ice climbing, paragliding, hiking, rock climbing, scrambling, or hill or rock climbing. Then hill walking also is there. Rappelling is there. So many activities are there for the adventurous people. And we have to enjoy that, all that activities. If we can't become a mountaineer, but we can trek a mountain. Not great distance, but a little distance, a small hillock we can trek. So, let us enjoy this lesson. The second activity is given in the icebreakers, and that activity is certain prerequisites for mountaineering. Prerequisites means previous needs. Is it possible without preparation, without taking any things? Can we start the expedition of climbing up the mountain? Of course not. There is great preparation because it is very risky and hard task. So lot of preparation we have to do. So what type of preparation and what points we have to consider while arranging such type of expedition, that we have to note. Then we can imagine that whatever success we are getting, it is not easy. We require great efforts. We require great preparation. So, we should be aware about this preparation. Let us see the points of the preparation: time, distance, equipment, mental and physical fitness, clothes, and training. Students, here they suggested that you have to write a dialogue between you and your friend considering all these points. Okay, I will just explain what are these points, and you have to write the dialogues between you and your friend in your notebook with date, remember. So let us see. Before starting expedition, we have to fix up the time, means date, time and date, and according to that we have to make the preparation to start this expedition on the fixed time. Then another very important aspect or the factor is we have to consider the distance which we are going to trek, which we are going to climb up. That distance is very important. You must have the idea of that distance. Otherwise, how you can climb up that distance blindly? Of course not, because whatever is the distance, we have to become ready physically and mentally, right? So you must know what distance we are going to climb up. So we have to consider if they started the expedition to climb up the Mount Everest, we must know, or they must know, that what is the distance from the bottom of the mountain to the top. According to that, they have to make their mind, they have to fix their mind that that much work, that much hard work they have to do. Then, when we got the idea of the distance, another factor which is very important, and that is equipment. So many equipments they require. So what types of equipments would be there? Of course, the rope, then helmet, then some jackets, sunglasses, then healthy or the food which having rich in protein, etc., etc., or some equipments like anchor and other things are very essential, because that expedition is not the expedition or 1 or 2 day. So so many things are there they have to collect, and they have to become very aware about these small things, because that equipments also make your expedition successful. Then mental and physical fitness. This factor is very important. If you are mentally weak and physically weak, definitely it is not possible. Because when such type of expedition we start, many more mountaineers are there. Even in this expedition, number of mountaineers started their climbing, but only 2 people become successful. Why? Because they are not ready mentally and physically. So that fitness is very important. And how we can get that fitness? Of course, good training should be there, great exercise should be there. They should work hard for days and days, for months and months, even I can say years and years. Then only it is possible. So, students, just imagine that climbing up the Mount Everest, it's not a joke. Then clothes. They have to take the special clothes according to the weather, according to their comforts. They have to take the clothes and training. They must get proper training from the best trainer. Without training, if someone dare to climb up, definitely any mishap can happen, because this is very risky task. Even many more mountaineers lost their life. So understand the responsibility is very great here. So all these points are very essential, and we can say these points as a prerequisites, means previous needs to start expedition. Student, this point is very very important. Even for the exam, we have to do such types of prerequisites. The students who are doing these prerequisites, who are fulfilling such means not the same points, but whatever are related to the study, they became successful in the exam. Now let us see the third activity. Discuss with your partner the various hazards and risks that a mountaineer or a trekker has to face in an expedition. एक्सपेडिशनचं मीनिंग तुम्हाला कळालं ना. एक्सपेडिशन म्हणजेच मोहीम, or we can say a long journey for a special purpose. This is called expedition. So what are the hazards and the risks when mountaineers starts their expedition? So just discuss these points. Some hazards and risks are created by the nature, while as some are sometimes by the ignorance, or sometimes by the negligence of the man or the mountaineer. So what are the hazards and risks? Students, I want to note here that mountaineering is a teamwork. It is not possible to a single one. There is a great contribution of many more people. Then only it become possible. So the first point is very important, and that is teamwork. If there is no good teamwork, definitely number of hazards and risks will meet them. They have to face these hazards and risks. So good teamwork should be there. If there is lack of teamwork, definitely it will not become successful. So first we'll discuss about the natural calamities, about the risks or hazards created by the nature. That is bad weather. It is very common factor. No one can say when the weather will change. Sometimes there is a stormy atmosphere. Sometimes great mist is there. They have to face that mist, and you know that whenever there is a great or deep mist, one can't say what is in front of them. Then heavy rainfall, snowfall also is there. Then sometimes a rock falling is there. That time they may lose their life. Then avalanche is there. avalanche म्हणजे हिमवर्षा होणे, and sometimes floods are there. So these are some of the natural calamities or natural hazards or risks, and some are because of the human being. That is improper planning. If planning is not well and good, definitely it is not possible. We have seen in the planning prerequisites that also come in the planning. So improper planning, then overconfidence. If you are overconfident in this expedition, definitely this is the greatest risk. And cheap equipments, whatever equipments you have taken for the expedition, if they are cheap, definitely they will not support you. Then decision power is very important, because many more calamities, many more difficulties will come in your way. So in that time you have to take a very good decision. Proper judgment should be there. So if there is improper judgment, it become the cause. Then physical and mental weakness, if you are not ready, then not getting good training, improper training, lack of team spirit, and sharing value is very important. Many more mountaineers are there, they have to share number of things. So sharing value is very, very important. If there is lack of sharing, definitely it will become a risk for them. Now we will see the introductory part of this lesson. This lesson, once again, I would like to tell you that this lesson is taken from the archives of Times of India. Tenzing Norgay, 29th May 1940 to 9 May 1986. This is the period of him. Known by birth as Namgyal Wangdi. By birth, his name was Namgyal Wangdi, and often referred to as Sherpa Tenzing. Let us see. He is called a Sherpa Tenzing. What is Sherpa? Sherpa means the native people who are living in the most mountainous region of Nepal and Himalaya. And of course, their language is Sherpa language. And they are living or they are staying in that area, so they knew even small facts about these mountains. So many times they are doing the job of carrying loads. These Sherpa people prefer to do the job of carrying loads. But Sherpa is not a job, remember. We can't say that Sherpa is a job. Sherpa, this is language, the people who are living in that mountainous region, that which is at the east side especially, they are called Sherpa. And that's why Tenzing Norgay is called a Sherpa. And Tenzing Norgay made many efforts. Many times he climbed up the mountain, and that's why he got good experience and confidence to climb up that Mount Everest. Okay, so I think the Sherpa term is cleared now. Known by birth as Namgyal Wangdi and often referred to as Sherpa Tenzing, was a Nepali Indian Sherpa mountaineer. He was Nepali Indian Sherpa mountaineer. He was one of the first two individuals known to reach the summit of Mount Everest. Let us see. Many more mountaineers made efforts to climb up the mountain many times, but only two mountaineers became successful first time, and these two are Tenzing Norgay and another is Hillary. So he was one of the first two individuals known to reach the summit of Mount Everest, which he accomplished with Edmund Hillary on 29th May 1953. Let us see. Accomplished means became successful. His companion was Edmund Hillary. Both of them reached on the summit of the Mount Everest at the same time. Now there is one chart and honor medal, honored by and for. These titles are given. What type, how many honors they got, Tenzing Norgay got, and what are the medals, who gave them, and for what reason, for what deed. First is he got Tiger Medal. It is in 1938 and honored by Himalayan Club. Himalayan Club offered him, and that Tiger Medal he got for the deed Third Everest Expedition. Then second honor he got, that is Star of Nepal. It is in 1953 and it was honored by King Tribhuvan. All accomplishments, all success for his great success, for his number of success. Then Padma Bhushan also he got. It is in 1959 and it was given by the government of India, and of course it was for his career as a mountaineer. It was for all his success he got in his life. So Tenzing describes in this lesson the climb to the top and all events occurred during the historic climb. Let us see. He describes climb to the top when he started his expedition. What type of difficulties, risks came while reaching to the top. So all events occurred means happened. Whatever events happened while climbing on the top of the Mount Everest, all that events means incidents he explained in detail, very interestingly, during the historic climb. Let us see this word, historic climb. It is historic climb because he made a record. So it has become a part of history. The article also describes what brought him to climbing mountains. What brought him to climbing mountains? So let us see the actual lesson. On to the summit, we reach the top. Let us see the picture of Tenzing Norgay and Hillary, the adventurous pair. We are seeing here the mountain, the summit of the mountain. There is a flag and the distance, please note the distance is there. I would like to explain here that when they start their expedition, the word camp is very important here. On their way, there are number of camps. That camps are arranged by other people. They are helping them. So without these camps, it is not possible. So at the bottom of the mountain, there is a base camp. and then camp 1, camp 2, camp 3. In this way, number of camps are there. So such type of camps we are getting the reference in the lesson. Okay. Let us see. Mount Everest summit, the steep mountain. How much steepness is there? Let us see. And the distance also is mentioned. That location. See the location. Okay. Now we'll start. I think the picture will definitely have given a very good idea, so that it will become very easy to understand the lesson or to enjoy the lesson. On to the summit, we reached the top. When we left Camp 9 on Friday morning, I was determined to get to the top on this day. That morning, I remember thinking I was to get to the top even if I die. I was not afraid to die that day. We set out early, and all the way from Camp 9 to the peak, we alternated. Let us see. They started their expedition from Camp 9. The time Friday morning, and their attitude is determined attitude. They said that I determined, especially Tenzing Norgay, there was great confidence in him. There was great soul power. He said, I determined to get to the top this day. Whatever happened, this time I will become successful in this expedition. I will reach on the top. Whatever happened, even I am ready to lose my life. That was the greatest determination. Determination, fixed mind. And he remembered, the thought came in his mind, and that thought is given in the inverted comma. That thought is, I was to get to the top even if I die. Means he was ready to die. Whatever happened, whatever difficulty will come, he was ready to face. So students, such type of confidence and mental preparation should be there. Then only such tasks become possible. I was not afraid to die that day. There was no fear of the death in his mind. And set out means they started early, and all the way from Camp 9 to the peak we alternated. Means they changed their places time to time according to their needs. They changed the camps, they changed the places. Alternated means changing places. I would take the lead and then Hillary. At the leading position, Tenzing Norgay, and Hillary was following him, his companion. The man who follows when climbing has a difficult job, both in climbing up and climbing down, climbing upside and coming down. That time, whenever there is a difficult job, always Tenzing Norgay was in the lead. He is the anchor. Anchor, it is an object which is very helpful to make the expedition successful. So anchor is just like the hook. Let us see. I have shown you the picture of anchor. It is a hook which is pierced in the rock to get the support. Okay. So previous slide we will see. He is the anchor. The man going in the lead cuts the steps and breaks the way. I was in the leading position, so I was cutting the rock and breaking the way, so that anchoring became possible. Okay. In my pocket, I had 4 flags. Four flags of the nation. When I think you know the flag. Flag means agenda. We were still at Camp 4 when they were at Camp 4, Colonel Hunt. Because this expedition they started under the leadership of Colonel Hunt. Colonel Hunt gave me 3 flags. He offered him 3 flags because there was great confidence. Uh, uh, there was great confidence about this success. So Colonel Hunt gave him 3 flags, and these are the flags of Britain, the United Nations, and Nepal. He charged me with the duty of planting them on the top of the world. Colonel Hunt gave him responsibility that when you reach on the top of the mountain, you have to plant these 3 flags on the top of the mountain, as a symbol of victory. So, this is the responsibility given by Colonel Hunt, and there was great confidence in the mind of Colonel Hunt. These 3 flags are in your care. This is your responsibility. This is in your protection. He said, when you and Hillary reach the top, put them at the peak. Put them at the peak means you have to put it, you have to plant it on the peak of that mountain. I am sure that you and Hillary are going to do it, and there is great confidence. I am very sure means there is great confidence about the success of this expedition. He showed that confidence. Colonel Hunt showed that confidence. I told Colonel Hunt that I was carrying the Indian flag with me. Here, Tenzing Norgay explains that I am carrying Indian flag also. You know that why he was carrying Indian flag? Because in the introductory part we have seen Nepali Indian Sherpa mountaineer. He was Nepali Indian Sherpa mountaineer. So definitely there was great feelings about India and Nepal in his mind. So I was carrying the Indian flag with me, and I would like to be on the top with the other flags. I would like to plant that Indian flag on the top with other 3. I had to ask Colonel Hunt's permission in his capacity as leader of the expedition. But of course, if there are great feelings about the India, still, according to rule, he has to take the permission of that Colonel Hunt. So he took that permission. Okay, we will see the next part in the next lecture. So, thank you. We will meet